Alright, here he is in robot mode. This figure really looks nice, and I really like his face. It really conveys a kind of primeval, feral look to him, which he really needs. Especially since he's not a headmaster. They needed to do something with his head, and, well, I feel like they really did it for this figure. Now, he's got a pretty interesting weapon. His sword can also flip and become a gun, which is really, really cool and creative with this figure. He also has a Cybertron Planet Key gimmick, and I'm not even going to dignify those atrocities by showing it to you guys. Though, essentially what happens is you put in the key and his wolf head opens up, or its mouth opens up, and that's it. Really lame. He has a missile, but I took it out due to the fact that it kind of looked out of place. Now, I also have to say that this is possibly one of the most unintentionally funny figures I have ever owned in my life. So, let me just show you what I mean. That's the thing, his heel spurs don't like to stay down. That's a big minus, but come on. Just come on, that's pretty freaking hilarious. Alright, well, we're going to transform this guy, and I'll show you what he looks like in his wolf form. Be right back. Alright, here he is in his wolf form. And again, I have to say, the wolf form with this colorization is really nice. Of course, again, he is a repaint of a really crappy Cybertron whatever figure. And the thing is, I think his name was Snarl, which is just an insult to the original Snarl from G1. What makes it, I think, better suited for this colorization and this mode is that his original colors were really dull and really uninspiring. So I feel like this is definitely a step up. And he's got really good, articulation. His joints are a little loose, but generally he's a pretty good figure. Now, he was released in, I believe, 2007. He was part of the Games of Deception or whatever storyline, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't really remember, but I know he came out about the same time as Alpha Trion and Bug Bite and the other figures like that. This guy is he's just cool to look at. And I'm actually really glad that I got him. His transformation's a lot of fun too. And I actually wasn't expected to be as, detailed as it was. I mean, it's not the most difficult transformation ever, but the way things move in it is really nice, and I really like that. Anyways, it's time for the wrap-up. Robot mode gets a perfect 10. It looks really nice. And the usage of the weapon is, well, not only fun, but it can also be hilarious. Then the transformation. Creative, fun, nice. Another 10. Wolf mode. Again, it looks good. I like it. Gets another 10. Now, playability is an issue. Due to the fact, again, it's a BotCon figure. They're rare. I paid a lot of money for this figure. And so I wouldn't want a kid to play with this ever. People, don't let kids play with your botcon figures. It will not end well. I can promise you that. And, let's see. So, playability, with its weak joints and its sheer rarity, I would have to give it a 3. I mean, it's still fun to pose and whatnot. It's just that everything else that goes against it is pretty severe. And then nostalgia. I mean, the paint job really is what does it here for this character. And I love how they incorporated teal here, even though in the original it doesn't, but it works so well here. The way that they just incorporated, everything they possibly could with the colors. The colorization is amazing. So I would have to say, I would have to give it a 9, because they did an amazing job of recoloring this shit figure into, well, a really nice toy. Anyways, that is all I have to say really about this figure. If you can find it, and if you can find it for a good price. They're hard to find, and they're hard to find for a price that isn't outrageous. I mean, I didn't pay too much for it, but it was still a lot. And especially since it was a figure I wasn't 100% sure on, I took a huge gamble. If my review does nothing for you and this character, don't buy him whatsoever. I can without a doubt tell you and recommend you to go out and buy some of the other BotCon figures I've gotten, because they're just that nice. This one, you have to have a certain love for the look of the figure, and if you don't, well, again, the sheer fact that it's a Headmaster figure and it doesn't actually transform its head into another robot, really takes away a lot from this figure, and you're going to be so disappointed. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. This is Omki or Excalibur saying, take it easy, guys. If it's easy, take it twice. And remember, tune in to the Autobot City podcast channel, because I know I'll be posting stuff up there, so will Timey and Sean, our Cybertronics, the 2 other guys that I do the shows with on the podcast, and hopefully we'll see you there. And hopefully you'll be listening in on the podcast whenever we get a new episode up. Until then, like I said, take it easy. Later.